What's going on, everyone? USBC here, and Apple just had their fall announcement. There are a lot of things that I'm surprised about, and a lot of cool things that I'm interested in, and some things that I'm not too interested in, including the iPhone 13. Based on what they announced, I think it is a little bit lackluster. I'm going to be taking time in this video to talk about why I think that you probably should skip the iPhone 13 and just wait for the iPhone 14, especially if you've had one of the more recent iPhones. Reason number one, it's more of the same. If you're like me and happen to have one of the latest iPhones from the iPhone 10 and up, and that includes the iPhone 12, this iPhone 13 does not look like that much of an improvement. You do get the typical things that you're gonna get every single year. That includes the better chip and a better camera. That's something that year over year we can expect for Apple to deliver. But interestingly, Apple named this new iPhone the iPhone 13 and not the 12S, and I honestly feel like it should be the 12S. If you just stack up the iPhone 12 and compare it right beside the iPhone 13, there's not one killer feature that you get on the base iPhone 13 that you don't get on the iPhone 12. And I mean something that just stands out and grabs you and it's like, oh, I need to buy this. That does not happen on the new iPhone 13. Now, of course, you can say that it does have ProMotion, but the base model, again, does not have it. The Pro version has ProMotion, which is the ability to have faster refresh rates. It's a little bit smoother, watching content feels a little bit better, and in general, it's good for like gaming and drawing, and there's a lot of cool things you can do with ProMotion that is absent on the cheaper, more entry-level versions of the iPhone 13. Getting to the design, these phones look almost the exact same. There are some killer giveaways, including the back, which has the cameras lined in a different way that it hasn't done before. But generally speaking, the phones look almost the same, from the more industrial square design, the flatter looking phone. And again, it's called the iPhone 13. You'd think it was a bigger difference, but it looks pretty identical to the iPhone 12. And also the notch. So the notch is a giveaway that it is the 13, but I feel like the majority of people probably won't notice that the notch is just a little bit smaller. It's not like a punch hole that we see on various Android devices. But again, this looks like the same thing that we've seen in the last one. And when the iPhone 12 was released, I was very happy about the redesign. However, this time around, I'm not too excited by the little changes that they did. It's actually super similar to the one before. Another interesting thing that I noticed in Apple's announcement was that they never really said how much faster the A15 chip is over the A14. They made a lot of comparisons between the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 12, including like the display being brighter and the cameras being a bit better than the iPhone 12, but they didn't necessarily say how much faster that A15 chip is over the last iPhone 12. I think that they did that because it's probably nothing to brag about. I don't think year over year Apple's changes with the chips are even that crazy. So with the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 12, I'm gonna bet that the speeds are very similar and not enough to upgrade. So reason number two is USB-C is absent. There's no USB-C on the iPhone 13, and USB-C is something that I think makes a lot of devices more up to speed and overall just more pro. I use the iPad Pro 2021 M1 version, and I edit a lot of these thumbnails that you see on this video on the iPad by just taking the picture with this expensive camera and then putting it directly into the iPad, and I'm able to export the files, transfer things. They don't seem like they're in a rush to upgrade it, which kind of sucks. If this phone had USB-C, I can definitely recommend that a lot of people upgrade, just because, again, it's on a lot of devices, including the iPad mini that they announced, and they were so happy to say that USB-C is on this device, but of course, none on the iPhone 13. And reason number three, something that I mentioned in this video and a lot of times with various Pro devices, is that the Pro is not a Pro. So if you look at the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pro Max, one thing that is of note is that the Pro version and the Pro Max version, the difference is just $100, with the Pro version coming in at $999 and the Pro Max version coming in at $1,099. But the differences between the two are not that big. And what makes the iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max a Pro is not necessarily there. Like, as a Pro, what features on the iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max do you get that just justifies it being called a pro and means that I need to upgrade my phone? There's not much. A lot of people watching this video right now are saying, well, they just upgraded the camera and there's that cool rack focus feature which allows you to be more cinema-like in your filming on your mobile phone. But are you really going to take advantage of this pro cinema-like features every single day while you're using your phone? Is that really what makes you a pro? I don't necessarily think so, because I don't know how many people are actually going to be using this feature every day. What if you're somebody that just does not film a lot of things on their phone, including myself? I don't do that, and I understand the benefits of it. It is a device that you're able to carry around. You don't need extra camera equipment, but take that all away, and is this phone a pro phone? Is it an overall phone that pros can go to get their tasks done? And the answer to that question is no, absolutely not, and not yet. It doesn't have USB-C, as I mentioned, and other cool features that will make it a pro device. So the name is just marketing, and I don't necessarily think that it can justify it. I'm not convinced yet, and I know a lot of people are making more content on their phones now, but still. So those are the 3 reasons why I think that you should skip this year's iPhone 13 just based on the announcements. As I mentioned, I will be doing full comparisons between the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13. So if you're into that, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you disagree with me, drop it in the comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. I do want to engage with you guys, so make sure to leave a comment. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.